Hello again. Okay, I blame this one on Sean. Got up this morning, was watching him do his cast iron Wednesday or whatever, and he made some burritos, tacos, whatever, with some refried beans and rice and such, and it really looked like it would hit the spot. So I'm going to try it. I've never tried them before, never tried to do it before, but I'm going to try to make some refried beans, and I got a package of Spanish rice all mixed up, and it'll all be just stuff that was laying around here. I too don't have any sour cream, so there won't be any of that, and I'm not sure about the cheese. I may have to substitute some sort of cheese, but I'll figure something out. So I'm going to kind of like fast motion through this, and I'll get you started and we'll see how it comes along. For all you self-conscious people or health-conscious people out there, close your eyes for a minute. I did take the liberty of going online and looking at a couple of recipes, and a couple of the recipes for the beans that I watched called for using lard for authentic beans. I was leaning towards bacon fat. A lot of people use vegetable oil, which is a lot lighter and stuff, but all the ones that I watched for the authentic beans said lard is a must. So we're going to throw caution to the wind and use lard. There was also explicit directions on how to take your garlic cloves and cook them for a while, then mash them to a paste and this and that. What you got. Another one of those do as I say, not as I do. The authentic recipes all called for dried pinto beans, soaked 12 to 14 hours, and then retaining the, then draining them, putting them in clear water, cooking them till they were soft, and then retaining the water that they were cooked in to use as a thinning agent for the beans after you smashed them. Well, ain't nobody got time for that. We got a couple cans of pinto beans. They're already soft. And I have a container of chicken stock if we need to thin it down. That's what I'll be using. So let's get them mashed up and get them cooking. Everybody needs one of these. It's completely essential to have one of these to put into a drawer that you never want to be able to open again. That's its main purpose. But it also serves pretty good for mashing potatoes and beans and such. One other small problem, it said to mash about half of the beans, and I forgot to get a count when I put them in there, so I don't know how many was in there. So we mashed a bunch of them. We'll just leave it at that. Consistency was pretty good, but I would like to have it cooked together a little longer, so I added a little chicken broth and thinned it out a little. We'll let it simmer for a little bit, and then we'll give it a taste test and see what they're like. Okay, we're all finished up. We have some salsa that I canned last year. Some various cheese, which was just pieces of cheese that was left in the thing, and I'm not sure exactly what they are, but they're cheese. So we're going to try that. Got a couple shells heated. I'm going to heat them up on my cast iron griddle here. Warm these up a little bit. And we're going to put this together, and if it's good, we're going to have lunch. And if it's not, we're going to blame Shovelhead 8 because he's the one that started this madness this morning. But I'm not real particular, so I'm sure it'll be just fine. The refried beans came out pretty good. Now how they taste, I'm not sure, but I'm sure they'll be fine too. They look good. So we'll give them a little bit of that. And a little bit of the Spanish rice. Which was just a one of those newer sides or whatever. I take lots of shortcuts when I cook. And let's see, a little bit of that cheese, a little bit of that cheese. A little bit of that cheese. A little bit of that cheese. A little bit of homemade salsa. And I think I'm going to bypass the ranch dressing. I'm not a big fan of ranch, but we're going to see what they taste like. I'll lay them over here so they'll stay a little bit warm. For a second or two. and we'll be back to do our taste test. And there we have it. Let's see if it's fit for eating. Not bad. I would offer my taste tester some, but being as she's like 19 years old, I don't really think beans and spicy salsa would be the best lunch for her today. So, thanks for the idea, Sean. Pretty good eating. We'll talk to you all later. Thanks for coming. Be kind to one another. We'll talk to you all on the next one.